Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in a little place called Belfair, Washington. Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel. So this is May 2025's Heirloom Arrangements Extra Kit. So every month I concentrate on a stamp set, suite, or bundle for my Monday and Saturday series, and in the month of April I concentrated on the beautiful heirloom arrangement kit. They were all alternatives, but I had so much extra product by doing alternatives that I was able to do these extra videos. And today I'm doing two framed art projects for my craft room to hang in. Thanks to Deb, who sent me this adorable ephemera, which is Alice in Wonderland themed, which goes with the paper pumpkin. Hold on, I'm gonna grab it and show you. Themed, right? That I did. Do you remember these cards we got, right, for January's kit? And this is what I came up with, and these were a gift as well. So I am now going to make some framed artwork, believe it or not, with some of that heirloom arrangement pieces. So this is what I have to show you, and I've got some prepped. So these are the stamp sets. Thankful and grateful. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you. The moth butterfly, the mesh or hash marks for you, which I cut in half to make the U go underneath the 4. I feel lucky to have you. Now we're going to get right into this, and I have them laid out. Ta-da, here's one, right? It's not done. We're going to do it on camera, but parts of this one are done. The other one is completely not done. I'm not going to show you that one yet. It's going to stay a secret, right? So these two frames, I'm going to show you. I got this wooden frame from the thrift store for 75 cents. You're going to see that on the other one here in a minute. So let me move my pieces. Now I am using foam mounting strips from the automotive section at the dollar store. I love using these when I do a craft project, right? These are my go-to for craft projects like this. So you will see that this is a half of a card base from the heirloom arrangements kit. And this is what the back looks. And I also used a piece of chipboard because all it had was a flimsy piece of paper in here. It also has a little wooden dowel that I can make it. Boy, look at that. That wooden dowel doesn't even fit in either one of those holes. But anyways, it's okay because it has this little hanger and it's going to simply hang on the wall. I already know where both of these are going to go. I was like, oh my goodness. I love that they got this little whitewash on them. So what I did have to do is, so this is what I cut for the other one as well. So I cut some chipboard 4x6. So it had something firm because otherwise this was like going through it. And oh, this is what it looked like, right? That's what was in there. And this is so flimsy. Look at this. That's no good. And then I cut some DSP to 4x6, and I used a corner rounder to do my edges because I wanted to, even though you won't see it. So that is what is in here. Then I mounted my card base. And I'm going to cut that one with you, and you can see the pieces. I started out by cutting 1/4 of an inch off of it, and then I cut it down by eighth of an inch to get to my final measurement, just to make it fit centered in the frame there. So this is going over there with that. And then I have all this beautiful ephemera. Now I am using the pink butterfly from the kit for my other frame, but all of this other goodies is going in here. So this shouldn't take too long as I already got everything mounted and I know where I want it. And as long as it doesn't get mixed up, I'm going to be okay. So this little cutie patootie, Alice, on the book, in the key, in the teacups, is going down here in this corner, right? And then this little rabbit is going to get tucked in here. Now I'm going to double up some of these mounting strips like so, because it's going to need this to sit up in the corner. And I want to pull it. There we go. Now, next, I have the looking glass, right? The looking glass. That's going to come right in, just down a little bit, so I have a trio here going on. I already have these. And, of course, you can do, I'm showing this is collage, just like the kit was. I'm just using my ephemera. You could use any ephemera you want. Make sure, you know, the colors coordinate and the theme coordinates with whatever you're doing. So I have my 3 major pieces. Now I also have this teacup, which I'm going to pull down here in the corner. So we're going kind of like at a zigzag. And I could put a little bit of a mounting strip, but it's going to need to be doubled just to support that teacup. And those scissors are like some kind of special coating, so you can cut, I don't know, what do they say? They're like, I don't know, but they have a coating so sticky stuff doesn't stick to them. So I want it right here. There we go. So I do I want to put tear tape? I think I do. I think I want some tear tape instead of glue. So I'm going to add a little bit of tear tape right here to stick my handle down. Now, my roses are going to come here, and I have roses here. Now we're going to start layering. This says Drink Me, which I love this. Love it, love it. This is going to go in the center of my mirror. I thought that was really darling, and it's on a mounting strip as well. Now I have this rose, and this one is on mounting strip. Ooh, and you see this little leaf? I'm going to tuck that in here as well. But first we're going to get this like right there. Probably tuck that in there, and then let me see how I have that. Yes. So this one, let's go ahead and put a little bit of tear tape on it. And bring that up a little. And this one, I don't need to worry about that because this is going to hold it in place. And this one is going to be right here, my corner piece. Though I do have a couple of pieces there, and there, and there that need to come out. We don't want to leave those in there because once I get this on there, that would be terrible to get out. This is going to be so cute. Thank you, Deb. I hope you watch this video. I really do. Okay, so we're going to bring that right in there. Now we have a wee little butterfly. Butterflies were a theme in this kit, and this ephemera came with pink and blue butterflies, which is great because Justice is pink and Miss Little Jissa is blue. There's that little butterfly. So this is done in this corner. So we need to work on this corner up here. So I need to, gonna do the same little bit with these roses. Gonna trellis some coming down on this side. So we have our leaf here, right? So I'm just going to pull this up here, I think. Get my rose in position. Maybe there. rose. Let me go ahead and put my rose down. Roses down. Do my leaf. Do this, and then I can put my red rose. She painted the roses red. Oh no, we painted the roses white, but the queen, she likes them red. Yes, I know the little song. I own the videos, all of them. The new ones, I really like the ones with Johnny Depp. I absolutely love. Oh, I loved him as the Mad Hatter, guys. Oh, that was so good. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. I could have gone further. So maybe I add this red rose. I'm gonna probably have to put it over here maybe. Oh, that looks really good. And then I can glue that one down. See, it's okay if it's a little different. There's just not enough space there. So I'm gonna glue this just like that. All right, and then this pink butterfly is just gonna be right here. So one frame done. I can't wait to hang this up in my stamp room. And yes, I will take pictures. It's gonna go right up there in front of my computer. So let's get to the second one. All right. So this is the second one. It's laid out. I have dimensionals on some of it, but not all of it. I have all these little fun toadstools. We have butterflies. So we have the blue, the pink, and the one from the kit, which I can now. I was afraid to do too much at one time because I didn't want to lose where everything was placed. So that can have its dimensional. Let's see, these need, this one needs a skinny one. These are going on the side just like the other one is. And this one has the keyhole with the key. She has the little bottle that says drink me. This butterfly. So I'm going to set those to the side. I'm going to set my toadstools down here and then move all of my ephemera still in the positions they are going to be. My top pieces up here, and I'm going to show you. So this is how it came, right? And that wooden dowel doesn't work. There it is, 75 cents. I love when I didn't find anything like this today. I did go. My daughter wants to make her own pasta. I found a pasta machine for about $8. Looks nice. I told her I don't want nothing to do with no pasta. I'm not making pasta. She mentioned it to me last night. And so I had a little bit of time before my physical therapy because I took Hank to school this morning because she has to go to work early today so she can go to her physical therapy halfway through the day and then go back to work. Yeah. So I'm going to pop this out. So I ran in there and that's what I was looking for. And that's what I found. It was kind of cool. So now I got to take these off. So I'm going to put this down. Oops. This one first, face down. Just like that, right? This one down next. And then I can close this up. And trust me, it did need that support in there. Ta-da! Because this, right, the opening was too big. So it goes this way. And then this is how I figured out the measurement. Remember, this is actually one full card base, did 2 frames. So I started off, I cut off to 4, right? And then I cut off 1/8 of an inch and another 1/8 of an inch. Now I'm going to cut off a 1/2 an inch, and I know that is going to work. And then I took a look-see. I show you guys this because this is how I figure things out. And I can see actually we're going to need a little bit more. That's not quite. I must have accidentally thrown off a little bit more. So we're going to take it down to another 1/8 of an inch. right? Because I want to see a little bit of my border. So let me take a look here. Actually, I'm going to take it down another 1/8 of an inch. So it looks like it's going to be 3.5. 3.5 by 5.5. That's it. That's what I want. I want to see a little bit more. That might be more than the other one, but I don't care. So there we have my pieces. I'm going to keep those. I do have a tiny bit more, and I do have one card prepped with some pieces for this kit to go, but I need to do paper pumpkin. Yeah, and the pool is open, and Hank is like, hey, Manji, the pool's open when I get out of school. Can we go to the pool today? I'm like, oh, kid. Oh, and he's still, well, his sunburn is getting better, but oh my goodness gracious. So all of this, now we are going to use mounting strips for this. And I just took a nice big chunk, right? Some there, some there. This is why I use these. I mean, for $1.25, I can afford to do a lot of support on these. All right. Then remove all the backings. I used to love it. Gosh, saying that, it's gonna back like 2005 to 2010, going to craft classes that my upline used to have once a month. I love doing the craft projects. I always signed up for craft club. Always interesting. She always had great projects. She no longer has the home she did, so she can't do those kind of things. But it was always great. Always a great group of women who got together and did those. It was so much fun. Just trying to make sure my words are going the right way. All right, so that's down. That's my base, right? So I know that my toadstools are going to go clear across the bottom. We can get these down. I love these little toadstools. So cute. So I just was like, oh my gosh. And I know I didn't have to cut it. It came just like that. I was like, so cute. We're going to have the white rabbit in this one. And did I ever tell you guys the story of the rabbit I rescued? Oh, it made me feel so bad. It was a time when my husband, well, I rescued it before my husband went to sea it. I was driving along home from the grocery store, right? I might cut a little mushroom and put it in the center there. So, coming up Sandhill, coming home. And so this, see how that's going to go in there? Yes, and this is going up on dimensionals. But let's do the topper first, because I know all of this, scoot this down, all of these are going here, right? Because I just love that. And these two green bits are going to bring in the greenery in the corner. So let's get some tear tape on these. Anyways, lolly, I'm driving along. And this black and white big rabbit, I mean big rabbit, was going across the road. And I was like, oh my gosh, someone is going to kill this poor rabbit. So I get out, and it's a friendliest rabbit of all can be. I get out, I get the rabbit, I bring it home, and I make flyers up. I walk around, you know, with my kids and walk around asking all these houses if any of these people, you know, lost the rabbit. And nobody will claim this poor rabbit. Nobody. You got to realize at this time, yes, my husband has hunting dogs. Big hunting dogs, okay? Labs, golden retrievers. And so we have the rabbit. I'm trying to rehome the rabbit. But anyways, it's spring time, summertime, and I think I'm being nice and I'm letting the rabbit lollygag and do its thing in my backyard. I let it out of the cage. I let it, go do its, have a good time out there in my backyard. And this goes on for months and nobody's claiming this rabbit, but so we now have a rabbit, but we have to be very careful because we have dogs that will definitely hunt a rabbit. All of the dogs at that time will hunt a rabbit. All of our dogs still to this day probably, but the Chihuahua would hunt the rabbit. And so this was my husband goes to sea. My brother is here. Justice is probably, so this was in 1993, 94, around there. So Justice is only like 4 or 5 years old. And I'm trying to decide which way I want these little doohickeys to lay in. Okay, there we go. I want that leaf like that. All right, so there's my topper. And if you're guessing, yeah, you're probably right. So all of a sudden I hear this horrible noise. And I realized that one of my hunting dogs is in distress. He was on a leash so that the rabbit could be free and not be eaten. And I run from the back and my dog is literally strangling himself from his collar in the leash on the chain link fence. And the only way I couldn't get the dog, I couldn't get him, where he had jumped. I had to undo his collar. And guys, before I could get back to the backyard, this dog has come around the house. So this is my house, right? So over here is where they were all leashed up. They weren't tangled. He just decided to jump over the chain link fence. Apparently he hopped or climbed because they could climb chain link fences. He hopped himself over back in the backyard and I was going around to get the rabbit. He comes, so he went this way. I was coming this way. And before I could get over here, he comes around this way and he's got my rabbit in his mouth. And he's so happy and he's bringing it to me like he would have brought it to my husband. And I am bawling my eyes out. And as I'm going down to my knees, my brother, JJ, he comes walking up the drive. And I'm just bawling my eyes out. And he's like, sis, what's wrong? And he looks at the dog. He's like, is that the rabbit you rescued? And I'm like, oh. And he's like, Russ would probably eat that thing. It's like, oh God, no. I said, that can't happen. I said, no, I can't let the kids see this. And he's like, sis, and Bear then, because Bear is sitting, he's sitting like this, big old rabbit. And I can't do anything. I can't take it from him. And he's just sitting in front of me like, look what I brought you. I'm such a good dog. And I'm like, oh, no, you're not right now. You are so hot. You are in so much trouble. So my brother says, Allie, he's like, would you like me to bury this rabbit for you? And I was like, yeah, I love my brother dearly. I mean, he did. He buried my poor rabbit. And but I couldn't be angry with the dog. It was like a rock in a hard place. The dog was literally strangling from the fence. I don't know how he did it. And just broke my heart. So here is my mirror again, which is going to tie into the other one. Then we have our key, right? So we need to, this is probably not going to go on dimensionals because I have my rabbit and our toadstool. So we might have to lift this up a bit. Because Alice is going to be here, our toadstool. So we got to position things the rabbit, and I should have, there's one more little thing missing here. There is something missing. Alice. Maybe Alice is coming down. We need to move that up. The rabbit is here. That needs to be there. Position. Then I'm missing a piece. I think I can get another. It's a little card in a... I know I'm missing it because maybe it fell on the ground. Okay, we have to get it. It's a little... I'm looking for it. It's right there if that's the piece I want. Anyways, my brother, bless his heart, buried that my rabbit. So yeah, looking at this little rabbit reminded me of it. I've never tried to rescue another or have another rabbit. The kids were never allowed to have one because of that. Here's my piece. That's the piece that was missing. Because now this one, I'm not doing a whole bunch of things on the sides. We're having butterfly, butterfly, and we have to make room because this butterfly is coming in from the kit. And yes, I do want it there. This is stuck underneath that. Hold on. There. Nope. It's going to go that way. I think I got it now. So maybe this on the side, bring Alice over, bring that down a little. I wasn't supposed to have anything really on the side, but nope. Do I have something else I want to bring in? Let's see, I could do drink me here. But no, this butterfly has to go this way. Okay, now it's balanced. Now it's balanced. Oops, except that's upside down. No, that one's going to go up. All right, we got this. But do I want that down? And I do. This is going to stay down. I was like, do we want to put... This doesn't have anything in it. So, hair tape. So that is the story of my rabbit. Broke my heart that day. Oh, so, you know, Lucy has discovered that we have live chicken TV in my backyard. And she is like dying to get out there. So this summer it will be essential that I keep an eye on her. That she doesn't like, well, she can't get through the fence. Right now it's still temporary. As far as much as she wants to get at my little birds. Yeah, she was crazy the other day. She was shaking. She was so excited. And we had these two fledglings, I will call them, little finches, just little things. And they were not afraid of her in the slightest. And they were on the ground and she was putting her paws through the cattle panel like this and crying, trying to get to them. And yes, she would hurt them. You know, how we got her is she was a stray and she was, you know, attacking my daughter's girlfriend's chickens to survive. That's what Lucy was doing. And they tried to get her to stop, but she just, you know, she wouldn't. That's what she was living off of. So Lucy does love chickens, but unfortunately Lucy loves to eat them. And she thinks, she was looking at my little birds thinking little mini chickens, you know, and it's like, oh, Lucy, girl, that is not going to go over well for you. And no. Chickens. No. I don't care if she thinks there are many chickens. That was not working for me. My daughter was like, oh, mother. She's like, you're going to have to put, which we do have baby gate. She's like, if you are in your stamp room and you have Lucy out there, you are going to have to put the baby gate up to block access to come out here. I said, oh, I see this. I see that I'm going to be blocking the porch access to the outside for Lucy. None of the other dogs, we're going to put it like that. None of the other dogs could care less about the birds. Only Lucy. Only Lucy. So we are going to do one there, one here. And I wonder if I can get away with like just this one here. And I think that's my Aunt Carol, actually. I know she said she was coming over. She has a doctor's appointment out here. So she was coming over. Sounded like her car. I will know soon if it is, because there are dogs in the house and they'll bark like idiots. Alarm, alarm, alarm. They are a good alarm. So we are almost done, everybody. So another row of mushrooms. And then, oh, we could put, look at, oh no, because Alice. We could just do, no, I can't. I have to have Alice. Alice, I was having Alice in the mirror. But I like her right there. So we might, oh, we're going to put the rabbit. I needed something down there. So that's where he's going. That's perfect. Ah, found the part for the rabbit. So Alice is standing on the toadstools. And Mr. Rabbit, I think if I put a piece of one right there, we will do nicely. Let's see. That is so, so cool. And then this little bit, no, but I do want to support the white rabbit's head. Okay, does anybody watch Clarkson's Farm with Jeremy Clarkson on like Prime TV or whatever it is? Because oh my gosh, my hubby thinks this guy is hilarious because he's a car guy and he's a farmer now in the UK. And he is funny because he just, you know, he buys a tractor, but he buys a Lamborghini tractor and they break down on him. Poor guy. And his farm manager is this really young guy, but the guy knows what he's talking about. And it is funny. So it's good, clean fun. So there are my 2 projects with some ephemera that Deb sent me that I love, love, love. And it's going to get hung up in my room. And I mean, I could tuck. I mean, I just didn't think this one needed. I could put like some mushrooms. I don't think so, though. I think that I'm good. I think I'm good. So what do you guys think? Believe it or not, yes, this is kit, and I know it might not be much of the kit, but it is with the collage theme, and I hope you guys don't mind me sharing it with you and showing you what you can do when you think differently about things that you have and how you can mix things that you've purchased. And I just love what I've done with it. And you know why? The blue from here ties in with the blue from this packet, and it just makes it come to life. It was the perfect background for this. And I can't, I'm gonna hang it up here in a second because I want my Aunt Carol to see it. Oh, I'll have to wait till after she comes. Can you tell I'm excited? Yes, I am. I'm wondering, should I put some rhinestones on it? I mean, for some bling, should I? Let's see. I have this huge box. It's not like I'm neglecting for rhinestones, right? Because I do have some. I have a few. Just a few. Not much, but a few. So let's see. Those, some little ones. I mean, we could really dust this thing up with some color. And I want the colored ones. I don't want these blue ones, right? I mean, those might be pretty with the... Please don't. Let's see. We need the scissors. I mean, these I could do like there, right? Oh, I can do those on there. Yes. Okay. So we're going to put the blue ones here. These are going to sparkle. And so we need to do that to the other one. Oh, and I think we can do rhinestones inside this coffee cup. Teacup, actually, right? Come on, get it right, girl. It's a teacup. It's Alice. Trying to see if anything else needs blue. I think this could use a little blue drop. Oh, darling. Okay. And these are the kaleidoscope colored ones. So we can add that there. Or do I want to go smaller? That's better. These have that rainbow color. So we're going to put one here, one there, one, a little one there, and a little one, oops, there, and there. That one's clear. I don't want clear ones. I want the rhinestone, the multicolored one. That's a clear one. They did get mixed up. That one is multicolored. Oh, so pretty. All right, where else? Now I'm thinking you should have red or pink ones, but I don't, so we're going to have to go with what I do have. That one can have one. Keyhole right there. That one's looking kind of funny. I don't want one on that butterfly. Not one on that butterfly. That one needs to be a clear one. Okay, let's get these situated. This one. And this one. Did I put one anywhere else? And we're going to put one here, 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 there, and there. Oops. That's clear. No. Clear. clear. Oh my goodness. Blue. Okay, I need the box. I need more of the rainbow colored ones. Clear. I pulled these out of. I'm not having any luck with the ones I pull. Those are all. Honestly, I am pulling them. This one is the one. All right, there. My glue's going to set before I get these on there. Let's pull a whole bunch now. Okay. There. There. We have that one, and we do need... wondering if we could do a clear one on the watch. Maybe not. This one needs one. And then I am going to put stones in this teacup. That's really going to draw, but I think I need the next size up. Okay. Not those. This size, these nice bigger ones. Well, that one didn't work out for me, did it? What's the point in having them if I don't use them, right? Are these the same ones? One more to go. And then I'm done. Though that really needs something on that, up in that corner, and I can't decide where it needs it, but that is it's lacking. It's lacking. This is all good. This is covered. This one's good. So let's put this away. This up here, I could do one there or one here. I could sneak one up in there. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do one here, one in there, and one there of the little ones. And now that I have plenty of them, so that one, this one, and this one. There. Now we're done. Now we're done, and now I have to sort these in a minute. So, we'll leave those for after the video. Ha. So there you have it, guys. That's what I'm working with, and I'm gonna hang these up in my room. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I do hope you come back here and visit me in my wonderland. Bye bye for now, everyone.